this one.
Yeah, Ruins of Seras being the next map, Orbital Shipyard being game 3. So Orbital Shipyard, we do see a lot of Terrans kind of go slow and steady, wins the race on that map, like Keen yesterday with Tempest play, or not Tempest play, a Liberator play and late game control of the map. Something like that can be really powerful. So maybe saving him for there would be good. Are we going to see Cure today? I think that's really a big question. And if we are,
Cure, is it Trap? Do they want to use a Protoss? Do they have more confidence in Trap now? They've been using him more and more in Pro League, a little bit more than Cure. I think, just going off the top of my head, I'm not exactly sure about the stats, but
I just feel like if you lose SOS in a straight up decision-making and macro game, I don't think you want to send Trap. I mean, even if you're thinking about it.
Not for game 2, but maybe a little bit later on against someone else.
Sure.
But even then, it's Trap against TY, no. Trap against Zess, maybe not. Trap against Leenock or Lucira? Yeah,
that makes
I
sense.
can see that, Maybe send him out there to snipe him and then give him a chance off the confidence of beating one of those Zergs, if he does, to be in a better state of mind against one of those big shots like TY or Zest.
Yeah, I think that does make sense. I think if we're going to see Cure today, it has to be here. Greetings from Austria. So thanks for coming down here, guys.
They love Korea. So do we. We love being here.
Korea is awesome.
Saying that KT is going to win 4-3. That would be the dream result.
Yeah.
Regardless of which team wins, 7 games is what we always want to see.
That's what happened last time they played against each other in postseason. Stats per Zest was the first game this time, the last game last time. So we're kind of going backwards here. All right. Or are they going to send a Terran out here? Who's it going to be? We're going to have that reveal in just a moment.
Which player will it be from Jin Air? It is Maru. They're not wasting any time tonight, Wolf.
5-0 this season. 62-35 overall, an incredible win rate.
Average kill is 1.6. That's over 1.5. So most of the time he's going to get at least 2 kills.
Yeah. On average, 2 kills basically. He round up, and this guy, he needs to take the momentum away, though. You use him this early. You use SOS early. If he goes down, you've lost 2 of your best players, and you're fighting from behind, and you're going to have players win that are unfavored to win.
It's going to be interesting to see. We've seen Maru on this map against a Terran. I would not be surprised if he just likes the map. Maybe this is when he wants to come out. They want to send in a Terran. They saw Stats' PvT weakness yesterday against Keen on Orbital Shipyard, a nice Protoss map. I think if Maru takes this back, it's anyone's series, and Maru could definitely go for multi-kills. If he's feeling it tonight, we all know what kind of player Maru is.
He is 5-0 this season. He hasn't lost a single Pro League best of 1. Not even one single game, guys. The map is up and loaded. Stats looking a bit exhausted, but he does have that first win under his belt. But guys, we are going to jump into game number 2. Maru versus Stats. Jin Air Green Wings versus KT Rolster. Here at the second match, the Silver Challenger match. The Pro League Round 1 playoffs. Right here, right now. Let's jump into it.
Up here in the top right in the green, our new challenger from Jin Air. It is Maru.
And his opponent on 1 kill currently. It is Stats. Repping KT Rolster, winning several games for them yesterday versus Afrika. Going 4-0. Oh my god, he's possessed by the Abathur hat.
Whoa.
I'm like, wrong game. That's Heroes of the Storm.
No passion, get out of here. No, everybody's welcome.
I hope so.
We are big Care Bears here at the Nexon Arena. Even if you like Cartwriter, we won't judge you. Well, maybe a little bit, but you can still watch.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't want anyone to give you any hate. Okay, never be ashamed of what you love. Just don't ever. Well, we're definitely going to see a much better TVP here with Maru than what we saw from Bomber at the very least.
Oh, God.
And I think
I thought that was banned mentioning that game after yesterday, but
I probably just lost.
We'll give you the chance. It's okay.
I lost talking privileges now.
It's okay.
Keen beat Stats yesterday. And Keen played out of his mind, and Stats did make a few mistakes, but Maru is a better player than Keen, and he's 5-0. So Stats is probably feeling some nerves here. This is a bigger map. They are going to be at horizontal spawns. That does get a little bit of like pressure potential to both sides, usually favoring the Terran in this matchup.
Yeah, interested to see what kind of a TVP we are going to see from Maru. TVP hasn't changed all that much in Legacy of the Void. You still see a lot of Marine, Marauder, Medevac. You add in a bunch of Liberators later on, possibly Ghosts, of course. Still very good against Protoss.
Yeah.
You could try to add in like one tank. We saw that out of Keen. You know, it works sometimes. You can fly that around and do a bit of damage with that. But Maru's style in TVP in Heart of the Swarm was always about dropping. His multitasking was on point, and that's really what Legacy of the Void is about as well. It's all about multitasking, outthinking your opponent, being faster than him, being in more places at one time. And just looking at like the dropping locations, I mean, getting into the main is going to be a bit harder from this location, definitely. Getting into the natural, it's a bit easier defended for Stats. And also he's got that nice pocket third where, you know, Maru could drop into the third and then drop into the main. That'll be annoying for Stats to deal with. And then maybe even drop the second, the natural, at the same time.
Yeah, he also has his Robo placed very aggressively towards the right side of the base, which means that that could be a target for a drop that hits the third base and then elevators into the main. Not something you always see, but definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah. It's actually a really good thing to point out because generally when you're seeing pro gamers play at the highest level in Korea, they put their building there for a reason. It's not just like, oh, there's some room over there on the very edge of the right side of my base. I think that's specifically to not allow the Reaper to get a scout, and also, wow, really nice snipe there on the Reaper, but it denies the Reaper scout, and it also, it's hard to scan there if you're scanning the main. Sometimes it will miss the edge there.
It's also just a faster Warp Prism rally, which is really important in the late stage of the game. You know, Huck was actually most famous for doing this with his Robo in the beginning of Wings of Liberty. I'm talking when we were playing like Metalopolis and Lost Temple. Where he used to always put his Robo on the edge of his base, which sometimes got it sniped by Marauders, but I think overall it was worth it because it always gave him a faster rally for everything he was putting out of it, whether it was Observers or Warp Prisms, mostly Observers, and even Colossi in some cases because they walk down cliffs back in the beginning of the beta. But you know, this is a good positioning for it, even though it may end up being risky for a drop later. The Reaper sneaks in, 6 health left.
Yeah, gonna get a full scout of the base, and I misspoke earlier. I thought it was sniped. I was actually looking at the main, but it did survive, and that's why you want your Reaper to survive. It can get in there, get all that scouting information, and now Maru has a very good idea of what's going on.
You know, it's either going to be an Adept attack or a Blink Stalker push. You saw the Chrono on the Twilight Council as well, so we can't assume that it's Stalkers, but Marauders are kind of the answer for both in a sense. And
yeah, he sees no Warp Prism either early on. You know, he could be expecting a drop sometime soon if he had, but didn't see it at all in the base. So knows maybe that it's not the Adept drop coming in here. Maybe the timing has already passed. He's going to put on a bit of his own pressure here. See what's what.
Yeah, I like this a lot because he can really mess with the timing of something that's going to happen if one is to. Very risky move here to go around this watchtower like this, but he does grab it. Might see that Observer. He saw the other one. Okay, he does. There's the scan. So eliminating vision twice here.
Only one more Observer on the map. And we did see Stats add 3 more gates.
Oh, is he going to see this one too?
Making those into Warp Prism. Yeah, I think he does. No?
Okay.
I thought he did. But
that one's tougher to see because it's like in the tree, but
yeah.
That would have been crazy if he saw 3 for 3. He may see it actually as it comes around here. Yep.
Well, that's Maru for you, folks.
There's Maru, man. He's got eyes of a hawk. No Observer goes unscouted. There's no Observers on the map anymore. And guess what I was talking about earlier? This happens when you do a build like this and you place it like this.
Oh, man. Look at the timing of that Warp Prism now is so handicapped. It's oh man, that's just so annoying. Maru's going to try to come from both sides now. He's got a Widowmine in the mix. This is a lot of Blink Stalkers, so he has to be a bit careful, but the Widowmine does drop.
Oh, it does connect with one Stalker here. Even with perfect Blink Micro, though, these Stalkers are starting to get whittled down. This is a good trade for Maru. Even if he loses all of this bio, they're going to do a Blink Dodge this time, but very, very well coordinated. He didn't kill the Robo, but he did slow down the Prism, which meant his drop was coming a lot later. Maru, I don't believe, has any turrets up, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he has an engineering bay, but no turrets. And Maru, you know, he's had trouble with DTs in the very long past, but maybe Sats knows about that. Maybe he just wants to put on some aggression. And we got another scan coming down. He wants to snipe that Observer. He does it again. That's number 4.
Oh, man. And here comes the DT drop. He's been using a lot of scans, which is part of the reason why this is powerful. No scan here in the natural, and he does have 1.5 in the main base. There's the first scan. He will kill this DT.
But he needs to get the other one. He's desperately making a turret in the main. It's not going to go down as long as Stats focuses it down, but he's delaying so much mining time, it's canceled.
He killed the Robo as well, by the way. That was shown off camera.
Wow.
He killed the Robotics while he was defending the DT drop. So insane multitasking here from Maru. No more Robo, no more Observers. That DT is still doing damage, but yeah, I caught that Korean commentator, so I saw that. He killed that, it's gone, and this is a big problem. There's another scan which will kill the last of the DTs. The Warp Prism is still alive, which is huge, because without this, his potential for harass would be over.
Maru is looking so on point today. You were talking about his multitasking. He's killing the Robo while Stats is microing his DTs. So while Maru is defending the DTs and killing the Robo, Stats is only, you know, trying to micro his DTs. So Maru definitely getting the edge there. Looks like the Widowmine went off again, but no kills.
Yeah, it's still alive, too. He just doesn't have an Observer, and he doesn't have a Robo, so what's he going to do about it?
Yeah, he's making one now.
Okay, here we go, another fight. There's a lot of medevacs here. Maru's about to have his +1 armor done. Concussive Shell's about to finish as well, and a lot of these Stalkers are in the red and yellow from before. He can't fight this. I don't care how good your micro is. You're not beating this bio that's upgraded with Stim and medevacs with Blink Stalkers.
Look at all these medevacs. There's just nothing left over. Another scan just for the fun of it. Takes out the Observer.
It looks like that Widowmine gets the kill. GG. Maru shreds Stats there in game 2. Doesn't even give an expression. And he's going out there. He's going to go get some high fives. Hell yeah, tying it up 1-1. That game didn't look like it was close at all. And Stats is like, well, at least I don't have any Terrans in Star League to face going forward.
Yeah, he's like, I never want to face a Terran ever again after the last 2 days here, losing to Keen and now Maru, getting beat down even harder than yesterday. And Maru making it look so easy. I love the straight face that he has on when he comes out. He's like, yeah, I've done this 5,000 times before. Like Stats, he thinks he's good, but he's not anything compared to me. I love that kind of silent confidence out of Maru. And, you know, Maru, he's been kind of laying low in the individual leagues, but as we said, quietly winning game after game, undefeated in Pro League.
Yeah, 6-0 now.
What if he just like went on to all kill this? I mean, he's looking so solid. That was so one-sided.
Well, this begs the question, who do you send against Maru? And I think TY might be the answer. I know.
Oh, please, please, give it to me.
Maru has shown some excellent TBT, beat Innovation recently, as you were talking about, who's basically the second best Terran in Pro League right now. As Maru is on top at 5-0, 6-0. Doesn't count because it's postseason, but I think TY is the best choice here. But I think you cannot let the Maru threat really start to snowball. And I always talk about this, like, topping players getting that momentum is so important in these all kills.
That's why they sent out Maru to take out Stats. But guys, we are going to go into a 5-minute break. We'll be right back with game number 3.